Good morning, Burton family. Today is Tuesday, January 16th, 2024. Welcome back to school. We missed you on Friday for our snow day, and then yesterday we had the day off to celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday and celebrate his legacy. This week, scholars, we began MAP testing for reading. It's really important you're showing us what you know. Also this week, it's going to be bird chilly, so make sure you're bundled up each and every day. Aside from that, we have a field trip for our fourth graders today. I hope you have an amazing time at the gardens. I'm sure it's going to be beautiful with all that snow covering everything. I hope you have a great time there. And yeah, as we push through this week, let's make sure that we're continuing to push ourselves with our growth mindset. Let's jump into the rest of this week's school news. It's attendance talk time, scholars. Last week we didn't have too much school due to our snow days, but this week we're back in action and let's continue to improve our attendance, especially since we have testing this week. Last week in third place, we had first grade with 85% attendance. In second place was pre-K. Great job, pre-K, with 86% attendance. And in first place was third grade with 87% attendance. Great job to our third graders, pre-Kers, and first graders. We only had 3 classes in the 90% club, and that was Miss May's pre-K, Miss Wegman's first graders, and our winners from last week is Miss St. John's class, who had 100% satisfactory attendance. Excellent job to Miss St. John's class. The trophy is coming your way. Last week, we didn't get a whole lot of units, probably because we weren't in school very much, but let me announce our Lexia Challenge winners from last week. In kindergarten, we had Daisy from Miss Pena's class with 15 units. In first grade, we had Angie with 22 units. In second grade, we had a tie between Rosie and Leonie with 16 units. In third grade, we had Danny was the winner with 20 units, but I got to give a shout out to Kevin Francois. You were in second place with 15 units. Keep it up. In fourth grade, we had Grace winning with 24 units. That was also the most in our entire school. Great job to you, Grace. In fifth grade, we had Yanellis. You won with 18 units. So excellent job, scholars. Those Lexia units that you're working on right now are really going to push and help support your MAP reading test. Good luck. The month of January, our big idea, our sore idea for the month is a growth mindset. So that growth mindset, you got to really push yourself. You got to challenge yourself to do new things. That's how you're going to get that growth mindset. The first time you do things, guess what? You're not going to be the best at it. But it's important that you continue to practice and practice and practice, okay? A lot of you know, or maybe you don't know, but the Detroit Lions, they won their first playoff game in over 30 years this week. And it wasn't that long ago that they lost every single game in the season. But one of the things they're doing is they have a growth mindset. They keep on pushing themselves. They keep trying to get better each and every week. And that's what they've been doing this year. So hopefully this week the Lions get another win and you all continue to grow that growth mindset. Scholars, this week is the start of our winter testing. It is so important that you're here for your testing days. Make sure you check in with your teachers so that you know exactly which day you will be testing. When you are testing, it is so important that you do the following. You take your time. These tests are not timed. You can take as much time as you need. That being said, you want to make sure you're pushing yourself throughout the test. But make sure if you need a break, raise your hand, talk to your teachers, and we can let you take a break as you're testing. We really need to push through on these tests. They show us what you know and how much you've grown since the beginning of the year and since this time last year. That information really helps your teachers give you exactly what you need in the classroom. So it's important that you show everything that you know how to do. We've talked a lot about testing strategies. As you're taking that test, make sure you're looking at all of the options. Listen to everything. For those of you in in kindergarten to second grade, you can press on the little speakers and they're going to tell you, they're going to read a lot of the information for you. Make sure you look at all your options. For those of you in third, fourth, and fifth grades, it's important that you read through everything. And you can reread questions, answers, passages, reread that information so you can really pick the best one. And tests are tricky sometimes. They purposely make two answers that sound like they're right. Look back in the text, look back for evidence that shows you exactly what the right answer is. Scholars, you've been working so hard this year. I know you're going to show so much growth and you're going to show us and do your best on these tests. This week is reading. Push yourselves as you take these tests. Next week will be math. Let's do this. Let's show them how we soar here at Burton and do our best on our test. Good luck. Scholars, I am bundled up today because it is going to be a chilly week. It's so important. You gotta bundle up each and every day. I don't want to see hoodies as jackets. That's not going to work this week. It's super cold, so you need to wear real jackets. You should probably layer up with a couple different layers underneath. You can have that hoodie underneath, but you need a jacket on top. Make sure you have hats, gloves, scarves really help, especially when you have to walk to school. You can block the wind like this. Boots are going to be important when we have outdoor recess. You want to make sure you have those boots so that you don't get cold. I would even pack, if you have an extra pair of gloves or mittens, pack an extra pair in your backpack in case they get wet during one of the first recesses. You have a pair you can wear out as they're drying. Be smart this week as you're walking to school, as you're using the playground equipment. There's going to be ice and lots of snow, so make sure you're being smart. And I don't want to see anyone climbing on our big snow piles. That's really dangerous, especially with how cold it's been. They're very icy. So make sure you're being smart as you walk to school, as you walk home, and when you're here at school and on the playground. This week's Burton Staff of the Week is our pre-K crew from Miss May's class. That is Miss May, Miss Deanna, and Miss Monica. Shout out to all of you. We appreciate all the work that you're doing. A big shout out to this group of teachers because you are pushing your scholars to get here on time. You've had the biggest growth in attendance over the last few months. Attendance has really increased in your classes, or in your class, and we're just really proud of you. It's so important for our youngest Red Hawks to know the importance of coming to school each and every day, and you're making that happen. Congratulations to our pre-K team from Miss May's class.